Greetings everyone, my name is Cédric Chuuma at the 2023 Banking and Financial Services Conference being held at the Intercontinental Hotel and sponsored by BGS, Bridging Gap Solutions. Right now I am joined by Director General of ZIBFS, Mr. Choolwe Nalubamba. Choolwe, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. Glad to have you.
The pleasure is definitely mine.
So what do you think of the conference from your particular perspective as part of the regulators?
The session that I attended, where the minister gave a speech that laid the foundation, puts across the message that we should be able to adapt or die. Technology is moving forward. We as a country, including the financial services and every other sector, need to be able to adapt or else we'll die. That's the message. So I think the forum has put across a good foundation in order for us to be able to discuss pertinent issues related to us being able to adapt.
And also the theme of the conference is centered around finding new avenues of growth, and also in particular is technology the answer. From your particular vantage point as ZIBFS, what do you say about the theme is going to fit into your mandate to assist the banking and financial services sector?
Well, being a regulator in the technology space, I'm obviously going to be a bit biased. And when you ask the question whether technology is the answer, obviously for me, I'll say yes. But from a practical and honest perspective, it's true. Technology is the answer in several areas. The only issue is that together with development and technology, the vices are also present. So you'll find that we are moving forward with technology, but there's also evil players that are also looking at ways to find creative and innovative ways of stealing our money. This conference is about money and how technology can help the ecosystem benefit. But we should also be aware that there are players out there who would like to see how they can find loopholes to get into the bandwagon and be able to get our finances.
You've mentioned a lot of technology and threats. So I take it your role here as well is to help the banking and financial services protect consumers, protect consumer data as well. So from your point as the regulator, as ZIBFS, what are some of the ways you'd like to integrate and collaborate with the banking and financial services players to further provide more security?
As it stands, ZIBFS has the mandate to spearhead the agenda of cybersecurity for government. And so we are here as a critical player in the ecosystem. Like we said, we are moving with technology, and it means that we should be able to provide services before and also after. So proactive and reactive services to the ecosystem. We work with the banks very well at the moment. So we do provide reactive and proactive services whenever they've got issues, including the MNOs. We provide cybersecurity services. We're talking about digital forensics and incident response. But we're increasingly realizing that we shouldn't leave the customers behind, because we are operating on the premise that 90% of cybersecurity solutions have to do with the person, whereas 10% are really technological systems. So we are also ramping up our awareness across the country in terms of getting users to be able to pick out threats, pick out issues, pick out scammers, just from the sort of transaction that is happening. Just today, one of my colleagues sent me a message saying, I sent back an email to you and it bounced, and he sent me a screenshot, and you'll be amused that they used my middle name and my surname, but the email address had nothing to do with me. It definitely wasn't me. So, and this is someone who is already operating in the ecosystem of cybersecurity, but they missed that. So now imagine the people who are in the rural area 60% of Zambian population is in the rural areas, and we're trying to bring them onto the digital highway. We have a responsibility to be able to go and preach to them as well. From a technological point of view, in terms of systems, the banks and several other players are doing their part. But I think the weakness, as we have seen, and as I have said, is usually from the people side. So we've got a lot of work to do there.
All right, I see. Thank you so much, Choolwe, for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure is mine, like I said. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Cheers.
This has been Cédric Chuuma for Financial Insight Zambia at the 2023 Banking and Financial Services Conference, proudly sponsored by BGS Solutions, Bridging Gap Solutions. Thank you for watching and get to know.